Hey, it's Mike the Picker here. Today we're going to be making some deer jerky. I was pretty fortunate. Shooting nice doe last week. It's like the beginning of bow season here in Ohio. One of my favorite things to do. Be in the woods and shot a nice doe. I cut her up myself and I decided to make about 4 pounds or so of it into jerky. One of the things that I like to do is grind it up into like burger and make it that way. You can do the same thing if you went to the store and bought beef burger, use that too. But this is deer burger, so I'm just gonna go over a little bit of kind of what I'm doing, some steps. It's pretty simple. Guess just to share what I do. Not an expert at doing this, but it's just how I like to do it. You might find a way that works better for you, or you do something different. Either way, no big deal. Yeah, so we'll get started here. Okay, here is my burger. Just ground it all up, and what I like to do, like I said, you might find a different process or whatever you like to do, but I just simply go to our local store called Rural King. They have different jerky seasonings. I know some Walmart sell it, probably find it online, anything. But I just like to use the simple seasonings and packets. This one's got different varieties and stuff like that. And then I use a jerky gun. It's right here. And my dehydrator. If you're gonna grind in a burger, you obviously need a gun or something to put it in this slabs or whatever. But dehydrator is my favorite thing to use. Simple, easy. It's kind of a pain in the butt to clean, but gets the job done. You can use oven or stove on racks if you know how to do it that way, but that's all up to you. Either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out my seasoning here. Got some sweet and spicy I'm gonna make, and we'll go from there. Okay, got spices and seasonings on in here. This has a cure in it as well. Just gonna mix it up, basically with my hand. Get it in here the best way we can. It does smell good. Hopefully it tastes good too. You want to get it all like throughout the meat. You don't want any pieces that don't have as much flavor, I guess. Just keep it consistent. Okay, go away. My dog here wants to sniff. Probably smells really good to her. I think she's gonna get some, but you ain't getting none of this. It's all mine. Okay, got it all mixed up. We're gonna put some in here in the jerky gun. Pretty simple. I think I got this at Walmart, the gun, but I'm not 100% sure. I know if you can't find it at any local stores near you, I'm sure you can find it online. Pretty simple. I like to pack it somewhat full. One tip I wanted to give too, I forgot to say earlier, I cut this deer up myself, and as with most wild game, you want to take off as much fat, as much tendons, as much, and you want it just to be purely meat. A lot of times I've noticed that the wild game, the fat and stuff, it's not like beef where it actually adds flavor, it actually makes it more wild and gamey. And if you have a small meat grinder like I do, electric meat grinder, the more of that extra fat and gristle and whatever in with it, the more it tends to get clogged up and be a pain in the butt. So, plus when you're eating jerky, you get a big string of fat that's not, you know, ground up just right. It's a little gross, gets stuck in your teeth. With that being said, I'm sure you still won't get all of it out, but the more the better. So I'm gonna go ahead, have all the dehydrator trays laid out here. Get my gun ready. And pretty simple. You can do it whatever way you want. I like to do it a little bit. I have a wider one, and then there's another one that's this is probably about 2 inches, and then there's another one that's got about an inch opening here. I like to do it 2 inches. It's pretty similar and pretty similar consistency to like what you would buy, you know, at the store or whatever. You can also do this just slicing the meat instead of grinding it up. Then you don't need the gun. Basically, you can follow the directions on this and do it the same exact way. I just prefer to do it this way because it's a little bit chewier, a little bit softer to eat, a little bit nicer to eat, you know. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here. And like I said, no expert. It's your preference, whatever you like to do. Is what most things come with. Trial and error is the best way to learn. So I encourage you just to try this on your own. Find different recipes. I know there's even homemade recipes, you know, you can make yourself without going and buying a kit. But that's all entirely up to you. I don't like to leave any space. The least amount of space on these things, the better. Try to get it all done in one batch, but I might end up having to make 2. Either way. Alright. There's my first one. I'm gonna go ahead, finish it up. You can kind of see what it looks like. So I'm gonna finish it up and put it on the dehydrator and get it going. Okay, we got it all on the dehydrator, ready to go. According to my dehydrator's instructions, it takes 4 to 15 hours to make jerky in it. Basically, I'm going to turn it on, and after about 4 hours, I will check it. It'll probably take at least closer to 6. A lot of it just depends on the thickness of the jerky, the way your climate, you know, in your house. So basically, I'm just going to turn it on. And hopefully here in a few hours we'll have some awesome tasting jerky, and we'll go from there. Alright, got the jerky all done. It's been about 6.5 hours, and it's about where I like it. It's probably up to you whether or not how long you want to leave it in. Obviously you want it done, so you don't want it raw or anything. I can't get sick, but the longer you leave it, the drier it'll be. So here it is. Peace out. Good jerky. Thanks for watching.